Okay, I'm going to record this because there's a 1 in 3 chance that the whale, what do they call it, a Gigantrite, will spawn here. And there seems to be some confusion, not a lot of information out there on exactly how to board the whale. I'm on a PlayStation 5, so the layout will look a little different than or my buttons than for people who are on a PC, but this should work the same. Right now, I'm sorry, I'm a little zoomed in. I'm by Stonegard Castle, but specifically I'm by the Temple of Sylaveth. I don't know how to say it. Waypoint. That's just to the west, a little northwest of Stonegard Castle. You don't have a lot of time if the whale decides to spawn down here originally. There's a website, I'll link it later when I don't have to type on a PlayStation keyboard, but the Stonegard route, where the whale should be starting, I think it starts around here, and you really don't have a lot of time. There are 3 different ways you can get on the whale, and I'll show you. This is what it looks like. There's the water over there. Here's the waypoint, which I teleported. There's that on the right. I've never been down there. I don't know what's down there. In all fairness, I'll show the 3 different points that I've seen someone make it, but I've only made it off of 2 of those 3. I've seen someone make it by jumping, I think it was over here, and I tried to do the same. Honestly, I felt it was too low and I did not make it. But technically I saw somebody actually make that jump, so that's possible, I guess. The other one, and one that I helped teach a couple of my guild members, is over here. So you see that right there. I don't know what button you guys have to hit to jump and grab onto that. For me, you can see it's a square. You cannot get to it by jumping on the ground right here. See, on the ground it doesn't work. You have to jump up here. You have to get up on the rubble to interact with it. Now, I heard from PC players that this is going to be a little tough for you guys, but you're just going to have to try and trust. Don't take fall damage. If you don't grapple up here right away, you are going to take some fall damage, and you could actually die down there if you miss the first jump. If you miss it, don't panic. You'll have a little bit of time to get up here. Just make sure you soar whenever you hit that high point on either of the jumps, whether you take fall damage or whether you actually made it up here in the two grabs. So, excuse me, I don't usually make videos where other people might see them. I kind of just usually make them for me. So the waypoint's over there. It's kind of blue. It's kind of hard to see. It's down there, that waypoint, if you can kind of see it. So that's where I came up. Some people glide right onto these rocks, but I'm showing you in case you miss the glide and you're like, oh gosh, I don't know how to get up. Climb up onto these rocks. You can do it as a human, you could do it as a morph, you can mess up like I just did. Alright, you can climb up onto these rocks. I usually jump from this rock, so see there's this wall tower right here. There's that, and the waypoint is down there. You can just about see it through the tree. You can board when the whale, the Gigantrite, flies over here, and you can fly onto a flipper. If you're a little worried and you want a little more height, come over here. Whoops. I have seen people, I think, make this without turning into a morph, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to morph, grapple, then up here, so see on my left, and up here, grapple, and up here where this dude is, and you can board here. This boarding point works for 2 of the 3 routes that the whale goes past. The whale, if I bring up my map, which is coming soon, the whale can start up by Watcher's Post, kind of like up in this area, and it looks like it might start around here for one of its routes. When it does that route, you can get on at Pure Light Tower. You can get on at Starlight Observatory, and apparently there's a Raging Wilds point. I've never jumped from there. I don't know where it is or how to do it. It might be really straightforward. I don't know. When the whale spawns there. If you were at Starlight Tower, where a lot of people, not that one, Starlight Tower, where a lot of people, also not that one, there it is, catch it from, it goes there 2 of the 3 times. If the whale originally starts at Kaslteton, you can get on at Starlight Observatory, or the one I just showed you down here by Stonegard, Temple of Sylaveth. Oh, it's in the southern one. Great. So we can actually see this work. That's super, super convenient. For this one, when it starts southern, this is the only place you can board. Is that the whale? Oh, wow. I've never seen it start out. So it looks like it starts down there, and we're going to just see it through. I personally board down there most of the time. I don't come up here, but I guess we can kind of do this way. Yeah, alright. I'm sorry for the janky kind of looking. It might not be as smooth as on a PC, but I really like playing on controller. So, let's see, the whale's started. It's coming. I think by the time it gets here where you can jump, it's at like 11:03. Oh, here, let me let this person know. Hopefully I don't mess this up. Alright. Looks like it's nighttime, so I'm sorry the lighting's not that good, but hey, I don't control the day and the night. So we're just going to wait for it. It comes very close. And we're good. And like I said, you can board from up here or down there. And really, if you see it go south, you don't have a lot of time. I guess since I'm making this video, I'll just show all the way to the drop-off point that a lot of people do on Saurodoma Island. That means it'll be kind of a long video, and definitely don't stay if you don't want to. Yeah, so we're just going to wait and I'll show you boarding. Like I said, I've boarded from here multiple times, up here, or from down there you can do it. From that one rock that I was standing on, kind of where my pointer is, you can make the jump. That will be on a flipper. Up here, I think you're still going to like get on like flipper, maybe side body. I guess I can show you the doll too, because I'm here. I'm still learning the game. I don't know everything about it. This is what it looks like. The whale's pretty close now. I'm gonna wait till it's really close. I don't want to miss it. That would be awkward. But I have caught the worm multiple times. And the waypoint. The waypoint that we're going to, you can only get to by flying down from the whale. This route and the route where it's... Okay, here we go. Let me pay attention. And when it's at like the Watcher's Post, when it starts there, hold on. The whale goes like right over the waypoint. All right, and now we're on the whale, and that is where we jumped from. And you see, not that many people know this spot, because if they did, maybe a lot more would be jumping down. And right there where my pointer is where the rock is, and you can make the flipper. While we're here, we're just gonna mine. I mean, it's free, and I'm here. Oh, and I want to show the doll. Okay, so hold up. Let's get to the front of the whale so we can figure out, people can see where that little doll is. You cannot just do and get the doll straight up if you come on the whale if you haven't done the prerequisites first. To figure out what the prerequisites are, I would say Google that, because that's what I did. I was like, I think a level 50 before I actually completed the doll, but I'd been up here as a level, I don't know, it was like in the teens level. And And I saw the doll, but you couldn't interact with it, and that was awkward. Okay, so there's the front of the whale, and it's rock on top of its head, and the tusks of the whale, I guess. Here's the blowhole. We're going to come to the right side of the whale for the little doll. The little doll is over here. I don't think I'll miss it, but... Oh, you know what? I can't see anymore because I interacted with it, but it's right here. The doll should be right here if you have not completed it, kind of where my penguin is. Well, wait. Yeah, right where my penguin is right now. My Amitoi is where the doll is sitting. So let's see, it's not by the first two front right flippers, but it's between that and the back flipper, kind of by this outcropping, yeah. And that's what the other side looks like, where people jump off from. But I find getting up on the horn to be the best place to jump for any of the jumps when trying to get to that island. The island I'm talking about, if we just kind of back it up here, is Saurodoma Island, and we are trying to get to this waypoint, which I do have already, so I can get there. It's expensive if you want to do it, and I like taking the whale. It can be fun. So it's a pretty quick trip there. The whale does keep going, and I've only seen the whale once on one of its flights land in the water. I think that was the time I missed the whale, and I don't remember which flight it was on. But it was very pretty. I don't know what happens if you take it all the way. So yeah, this is where the doll would be. The spawn points for those ores, sometimes there's one right here. I think someone said they generate like every 5 minutes. There's usually one over here. One that does not always appear, and so I always have to get really close to check. We're at the front of the whale right now. There's sometimes one right like here. So you have to get a little closer for the words to pop up. In terms of those, the red stone you need here, I read something that you have to find, I don't know, some kind of droppings from the whale, where you get one of those stones. I really don't know. I've never done it. This is just how to get on the whale tutorial, because I was looking, I couldn't find anything online at the time. I could find stuff about the other routes. So, yeah. Here's another ore point on the whale. I've not found one on the tail, so I never go that way. Either down the right, the left, or the middle. Sometimes I forget to check the middle. Something I would point out that's happened to me, and maybe it's because I'm on a PlayStation, I have glitched physically through the whale before. That was the one time that I rode the blowhole up. So sometimes the whale kind of makes this rumbly sound, and if anyone's standing here, you get launched up in the air on the blowhole, and it looks pretty cool, and people can see you flying up. However, I did that on one ride, then I came over here. I'm not going to do it again because I don't want to glitch through the whale while I'm showing this video, and I jumped down that way from this spot and glitched right through the whale where that rock is and stuff. Just, yeah. And then I missed the ride. So I just don't do that anymore. I don't ride the blowhole, but I like watching other people have fun. For especially the Kaslteton, I feel like they kind of left a little early. We are, though, it's not loading in fully, but we are looking for this waypoint right here, Saurodoma Island waypoint. And in this flight that the whale is doing, we'll get very close to the right side of it. So we're going to get really close to right here on the right side of it. So I can even wait, or I could go now. I can make that. So, like, I could just go. I'm sorry it's not fully rendering in, but yeah, okay, we're going to go. Or I'm going to miss that, and it's going to be awkward. I'm going to go. Gonna fly above it. I like to look down and kind of overshoot my middle point, so I've really made sure that I have it. And then I'm gonna go down. Do be careful. Usually everything's fine here, but right now it's not fine. If you can see up top, it's a fighting area. It's in conflict, and I really don't want to die right now. to other players. So I'm going to get out of here and teleport out, because I don't want to give people the kills on me. But yeah, we'll go back here. Yeah, I will. Let's see. I don't really think I have to review the other flights because I think there are a lot of videos on those and not this. Or maybe someone has done a video like this. I don't know. Yeah, the whale continues on. It looks like. Let me pull up the map based on the website, and I'll link it on when I upload this on edit the details or whatever, and I'll put the link that I use to see the map route. But if you kind of see where my pointer is, so the whale starts, it looks like kind of over here, and then it kind of flies this way, and then it kind of flies down, and then kind of up, and then kind of like this way, and then apparently goes up towards the mana wastes, and then down towards the sandworm layer, and then it goes kind of this way, and then lands down here somewhere. I know that was weird, but that's what it is. Yep. So again, real quick, you cannot get up there if you are on here. It won't work. You can click, you can jump and click, it doesn't work. You have to get up on the rubble. You go up again. It can be tricky. I heard for PC players it can be tricky. I've landed. Doing this as a human because I think I did as a morph last time. You come up here, and you can jump on the whale's flipper from here, or oops, you go here, up here, and there you go. All right. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope this helps. I learned watching other people, and if people are having trouble, feel free to help them or not, whatever. Go use a hand in learning a new game. All right, thanks everyone. Bye.